You a pussy or something, chat? Oh, I just got demonetized on YouTube. I press start stream on YouTube, and the first thing I say is, chat, you a pussy? Demonetized. You sent me a link that says, what happens if you have multiple car insurance? What? Chat, stop defending insurance companies, please. You're being weird. Oh, yeah, I forget. YouTube chat still doesn't work. I have to go through here to open YouTube chat. Not defending them?
Yes,
dude,
you are stupid. White boy wall punch. 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 Demonize that what you get for calling us a pussy. You pussy. Lol.
I wasn't funny. Fuck you. Why can't I see YouTube chat, bro? Hello? There we go. Jesus fucking... Dude, why does YouTube suck so much dick? Oh my God. It's so bad. Why is YouTube so trash when it comes to streaming, man? Oh my God. What's up, YouTube chat? I can finally see you. Just remember they started canceling homeowners insurance in California when the fires get too big. Yep. I remember. Does chat member? Oops. There we go. It's my new favorite line now. White boy wall punch. You guys are pathetic. Grow up. Grow up. Okay, what is happening? Why is it saying I swapped accounts?
What the hell are you talking about?
The fuck is going on? Okay. I think we're good now. What is happening? YouTube straight bugging. Am I still live on? Okay, yeah, I'm still live on YouTube. Oh my, dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, YouTube is being so fucking weird. YouTube on vacation, I guess. Yo, today I tried to fit my fist in my mouth and then thought about Pig getting close to 100K, so I started crying. Understandable. Understandable. Thank you, Captain Ishmael. Pig, you've become a household name in my house. My 6-year-old has mentioned you more than once when we've gone through intersections, and I've had to slam on my brakes. From the back of the van, I hear a mom, this would be safer as a roundabout, like that guy you like to watch scream. Yes, I'm teaching him. Teach him young. Spread the word, chat. Spread the word. I'm influencing generations. Indoctrinate the youth. Yeah, I'm indoctrinating them into believing that roundabouts are safe. Generational roundabout. That's so funny though. That's hilarious. Is this the same stream? Did it not end? No, the stream did not end. Teach them about homeless and having homes. Yes. If you're inside a building, you're not homeless. Pig really loves black t-shirts, huh? You want to know why I love black t-shirts, chat? I don't know why. Doesn't show dirt. You know, if it gets stained, a lot of times it's not a big deal. Also, I could buy a pack of shirts for like $20 instead of spending $20 on one graphic tee. It's simple. It's easy. You know, like I could have 20 black shirts instead of 20 graphic design shirts with like that are like $30 each. Like, why waste money? You know what I mean? If I had extra money, yeah, fuck it. I'd buy nice shirts, but I just don't care. Actually, you know what? Even if I had, thinking about it, even if I had money, I really don't think I care.
Boom and make it boom.
Thank you, MG Snow, for the 5 months. Honestly, dude, even if I had a lot of money, I'd probably still just get these shirts. Just, honestly, I would be so excited to just go to, like, Target and just buy a big pack of really comfortable black shirts. That, dude, I would love that. I've had the same shirts for so long, dude, because I'm so broke. Thank you, Silly Goose. Okay, Charlie. Chat, I'm Dark Charlie. Like Elon's Dark MAGA, I'm Dark Charlie. I'm Dark Moist Critical. Also, no worries of any designs rubbing off. True. True, actually, because that does happen a lot. Dark MAGA. Hey, Pig, first time to stream today. Seen a bunch of your vids on YouTube. Hopefully I can get into more of these lives. Hell yeah. Chat, I am going to do my best to be streaming more and longer. Because this is like, I need you just to do more in general. Because obviously my main channel's cooked. My third channel has potential, but it's like, I mean, it really is not, I don't know. It has some potential, but not really. This is where everything's at. This is where the bread and butter's at right now, chat. I'm just going to put everything into this, you know? Day streams? No, I don't think I'm going to do day streams. Actually, me and Amy talked about it. Because I considered swapping to a fucking 8, like not basically 9 to 5 job, right? It's like wake up, stream at 8 until 3. And what happened to your main channel? Go to my main channel right now. Look at the most recent video. You tell me. Because you would have a better answer than me. But I'm still, by the way, I'm still posting on my main channel. I still get a post. I'm just saying, like, that channel's so, like, fucked. It's, like, unsalvageable. But anyway, I was thinking about doing morning streams from, like, 8 to 3 because, like, it makes it a little bit easier because Ezra's going to be at school. I'll have time to, like, go to his karate and all the different stuff. But thinking about it, it would be rough because I've already, like, gained this, like, you know, this viewership and, like, the what's the word I'm looking for? Routine. So I feel like it would be weird to, like, reset everything, basically, and not really start from zero, but I feel like it would definitely...
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Thank you, Cheesy Willie. I feel like it would hinder things more than make them better. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to start stream earlier. More Mr. Ballin reactions is the answer? No, I'm good. Mr. Ballin got too into himself and too, what's the word? Like, I don't know. Not like his, like all like the recent ones that I watched just don't hit. I don't know what it is. I think he adds too much to it where it's like kind of got annoying. corporate. Yeah, I mean, he obviously became super corporate with his thousands of podcasts and like makes books every week. Shit like that. It doesn't feel like, I don't know. I don't know why I hate when YouTubers go full corpo, full like when YouTubers have like a full-on team, it kind of ruins it for me. Like, don't get me wrong, if you have like a couple people helping you, that's fine. But when you got like a full-on like company, like you hire like 20 people and like, you know, one dude's writing a book, one dude is making 20 podcasts, this and that, it doesn't feel like you're watching a person anymore. It feels like you're watching like a company. You know what I mean? Why though? Because it's corporate. It's like, it's what big business does. And like, don't get me wrong, if I ever get large, I'm going to be hiring people. I will probably hire people, but I'm not going to get like, you know, I'm not going to go full corpo and start writing books about my life or fucking making 20 podcasts about me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's weird. Like, I feel like Critical does a good job of balancing, because he's definitely corpo, but he's not like, he's still very just chill about everything. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to explain it. He feels genuine at the same time of him having like a crew and a group of people. He's not like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is a prime example of someone who's obviously full corpo. The money never changed Critical's content? Yeah, I agree. Watch Bionicpigtv on YouTube. Not sure which channel is fucked, but as a viewer, I wouldn't know the behind-the-scenes analytics or anything. Using like something well, yeah, it's not that channel. It's a main channel. Okay, for those who don't know, I have a main channel with almost 1 million subscribers that is a dead channel. And that's the channel I'm talking about. I don't blame him because it seems like all the podcasts are just other ways to get stories out to the people. And the book that I know, it's just a graphic novel of some of his stories. But okay, let me hit you with this. None of those are his stories. He hires writers. That's my point, is he's doing nothing. He's paying everyone to do stuff, and he just reads it. Like that's my main point, is he's not doing it anymore. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing I don't like. Thoughts on Markiplier? Another great example of a YouTuber who got super famous, didn't change any. He did change stuff, but he's genuine. You know what I mean? And he doesn't do things out of greed.
They know me where it snows. I skied in and they froze. I don't know nothing about no ice. I'm just cold 40-something millisubs or so I've been told.
Like Mark and Jacksepticeye are good examples of big YouTubers that are corporate, but they're transparent in what they're doing, and they're not greedy with what they do. Like Jacksepticeye was the first person, the first large YouTuber to speak out about Mr. Beast. And how Mr. Beast is kind of ruining YouTube. And I agreed with him. I feel like it's easy to tell when people are, when people still feel genuine. Sometimes. I mean, obviously not for everyone, because when people are less genuine, they tend to do better on the internet. I missed a lot of tea. It's not really tea. It's just ranting about like, video cannot be monetized and is blocked in some territories. Huh? Oh, okay. Never mind. It was a super old stream. Dude, why do people do that? They copyright shit like from fucking years ago. True, but I usually only enjoy the stories from Mr. Ballin that are true stories from actual accounts from people. It does seem strange that if they are real accounts, he's making them into a graphic novel. Yeah. Petty as hell? Wait, what's petty as hell? What did I miss? Jacksepticeye is so dope. I love that he also speaks out about mental health. You know, that's the other reason why I like him. Is his autism journey and his ADHD his autism and ADHD discovery and how he spoke about it is insanely similar to like me and what I go through. You know what I mean? Oh, the copyright. Okay, yeah, sorry, I was confused. Some people's response to Jack's autism diagnosis video was horrible. Dude, people find fucking anything to complain about. I swear to God, bro. Doesn't matter what you say. Like, there's gonna be someone who's pissed off. Talking about that, actually, I was looking at my comments the other day because I do that from time to time. And there was this very, very nice comment. You know, it's like talking about, oh, dude, I love Bionicpig. You know, super cool guy. Blah, blah, blah. It's just saying really nice stuff, right? And then there's replies. I was curious. It's like, what do replies have to say? The replies say this. Don't fall head over heels. He's actually insufferably predatory. Piqued my interest. That got me I was like, oh, I'm predatory. All right. He's a quote unquote react channel, just blatantly binge watching other channels and making sure to pause every 5 seconds so he can moralize about things everyone agrees on which that is the most ridiculous. No one ever agrees with me. What are you fucking talking about? Or to ask obviously dumb questions meant for engagement bait. I mean, I wish that was true. I'm just genuinely dumb. He's not, quote unquote, just a reaction channel. The desire to see other people's reactions is cute and awesome, but he's more interested in predating. How the fuck do I say that? Predating off our time and emotions for clout than any of the actual horrific and heavy subjects he covers. And it's super disrespectful while reveling a predatory nature. We're not done, chat. So, okay, I assume the person who he was replying to deleted their comments because they probably thought, okay, I don't want to deal with this guy. Smart move. It's better to not talk to these type of people. But we're not done. You're just defending Pig for the sake of it. Of course, all reaction channels are predatory. That's no reason for Pig to keep yelling and yelling and yelling with no soul in his eyes and to play inappropriate clips and pretend like it's evil, senseless chat. What? Chat, I'm sorry. I do have a soul, I promise. Just because you have no standards and aren't aware of how soulless he is doesn't make what I say untrue. I still watch him. I just know he can. Wait, you still watch me? Wait, hold up. Wait. After everything you said, you still watch me? Chat, I'm not going to lie. I didn't read all this. I just saw the beginning of it, and I took a picture of it and wanted to read it on stream. I did not realize that he actually said he still watches me. Bro, show yourself. Show yourself, chatter. Where are you at? Chat, this is what a hate watcher looks like. Bro wrote an entire essay about how fucking terrible I am. Ends it with, yeah, but I still watch him. Damn. Yeah, at least he's honest. At least he's honest. Yeah. You know what, chat? Honestly, I feel like this is just all of you guys. This is what all of you guys actually think about me. But you're just like, you're just going through the motions, you know? Bro thinks he's Jimmy from mouthwashing. Damn, that's an insult. Holy shit. My alt account got leaked. See, I knew it. See, I guarantee you guys have alt accounts just to shit talk me in YouTube comments so you could feel better. Chat, do I have soulless eyes? Is there a soul in there? Honest opinions. You just look tired. I need to buy eye masks for you. I know, I have fucking bags. My bags have bags. Too much eyes, not enough soul. Beady, but not soulless. They're beady? They're really beady? Don't look into his eyes, he'll steal your soul. I mean, that basically when you guys subscribe to me, you give up, like, you give up your soul privileges. Ezra has them too. I think it's just a natural thing. Probably. You're not ginger, though? Say that to my mustache and beard. And my mom's full ginger. And so is my mom's side. Dude, you should have seen my uncle. Oh my God. When I say ginger, bro was neon ginger. He died, but when he was alive, bro was like, he straight up was neon. Like, I'm not joking. I think, I wonder if he was albino. I never asked. But he might have been albino because he was pure white. Like, I've never seen someone whiter than him. And his hair, like, literally looked neon. It was crazy. Yeah, he passed. Alcohol poisoning. Zoom in on your face to show the freckles. Everyone's just gonna judge my pores. Oh my God, look at the pores on his face. Look at the red. So many blackheads? All right, fucking zoom out as far as I can, bro. All right. Looking 42 up close, pig? All right. I'm banning everybody. And that's why lighting matters? Yo, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Big red band button, chat. I need one, dude. I really do. I'm gonna have that made. I swear to God. I'll get a big red button, and it'll be a purge button to ban all chatters. I really need to have that created. Not like, I'm not talking like an online, no. I'm talking like a physical red button with like a case opening that I could just boom. That's what I need. An eject button. Yeah. Are you Irish? I forget if I'm part Irish or Scottish. I think it's Scottish. Yeah, I'm actually immune to the whole green thing because of my heritage. That's why I'm allowed to not wear green. Your grandpa is full Scottish, man. Even I know this. Dude, I forget. Scotland forever! Scotland! Irish people have green hair, yeah. You look 40 and 12 at the same... Where the fuck did you get 12? Now, if you said 20, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, man. Let's start with this. Let's start with the Meat Canyon video, chat. You're going to love this. It's the JD Vance Meat Canyon video.
No. Don't cry. Don't cry. No. It's okay.
It's JD
What's the
Vance!
issue? You got yourself a crying baby?
Oh, yeah, he's been having a bit of a fit all morning.
Let me take a look. I'm really good with babies. May I?
Well, I
Thank
don't...
you.
Oh, okay.
Why he built like that?
I don't agree with
Oh, that got him too.
Shut up, dog. Shut up. Is that a baby crying? Oh, God. Oh, is this your baby? Let me help.
Oh, God. Yes, oh, God, bro, no. Oh, God. Not him, too. Not him, too.
Is it your baby, ma'am? Let me take a look. Let me take.
It's RFK. Oh, it's RFK. No. Not him, too.
Do you have a peanut allergy? Here, eat this peanut and tell me how you feel. Oh, God. His throat's closed. He's definitely autistic. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Oh my, wow, thanks. Thanks again. You're welcome.
Okay, that was amazing. That was amazing. The fucking Charlie Kirk. He should have had him smile. He should have done the Charlie Kirk smile. I guess that's what he. I guess technically that's what he was trying to do. Was that him smiling? I thought that was him just like breathing. Okay. The hissing. I think the hissing is what confused me. That means little human. Fucking psycho. And then they got RFK Jr. All gums.
You look like Scott Tenormum, you ginger baby. You look like you got gingivitis. Ginger baby, ginger baby, ginger baby, ginger baby. I hope you like chili. I made it special just for you.
And it don't look like fucking Scott. What are you fucking talking about? Also, what is this picture? What, dude, are there people simping over Scott Tenorman? There's Scott Tenorman simps? We can't see? Dude, I guess there's Scott Tenderman simps. A rabbit hole you do not want to go down? Oh, God. Who knows, chat? Maybe they feel bad because Cartman made him eat his own parents. So. Was that not Jimmy Carter, the peanut guy? Were you talking about RFK? I've seen South Park fan art that is very much NSFW. That's concerning. How do you make something? I mean, obviously Rule 34, but still, like, how do you get anything sexual out of fucking South Park animations? Like, that's wild. You make videos of you in cat ears and a maid outfit, then sell merchandise. You'd make millions. I've already worn a maid outfit on stream. They made Among Us sexual. Anything is fair game. Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, no matter what, there's gonna be someone doing something weird, bro. Chat, did you hear they're banning anime in Texas? Why though? It's actually not as bad as you think. Anime could be declared illegal over underage characters thanks to new Texas bill. The ambiguity of what constitutes obscene material has sparked concerns with anime and gaming communities. Yeah, I think they have the right idea, but apparently their idea of what is obscene and what isn't obscene is very gray. So a lot of people are worried that they'll actually ban like fucking like large anime like Naruto or fucking Bleach or, you know, like huge anime like that. Like they potentially might ban that shit. The idea isn't necessarily bad because obviously underage shit is fucking disgusting. But it's fucking Texas, bro. Like these people don't know anything about anime. So they probably have no idea. So they're going to be terrible with the execution. Newly passed Texas Senate bill could criminalize the possession of some anime, manga, and video games. See, that's the scary part, is they're criminalizing it. So, like, say fucking Naruto, for example. Say Naruto happens to be in that placement of banned anime. Bro, you'd have to arrest like 1 million people, bro. At least. Like, yeah, it's... I feel like jumping straight to criminalization. I don't know. Senate bill passed unanimously by Texas state senators aims to amend Chapter 43 of the Texas Penal Code to criminalize the possession of obscene material depicting minors, including cartoons and animations. Okay, so it's not just anime. While the bill primarily targets AI-generated explicit... What? It does? Its broad language could also encompass anime and manga. Yeah, the word obscene needs to be changed, which frequently depict high school age characters in romantic and suggestive contexts. The ambiguity of what constitutes obscene material has sparked concerns. Yeah, that's the big problem, is the word obscene. That is too gray. That is way too gray. Bill signed, but 60 plus guys wait. Oh, you just wrote that a little bit. weird. I think you're saying by people who watch hardcore hentai. Yeah, probably. How about explicit content like hentai? Yeah, they should do that. Like, that makes sense. But they're just saying anime in general, which is rough. Because what constitutes as obscene? It's gray on purpose so they could pick what they want? Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Chat, I wonder how Asmongold feels about this. These are the people that he loves, right? These are the people that he likes. While the bill has passed the Senate, it still needs further approval before becoming a law. If signed, its enforcement and legal interpretations will be closely watched, especially regarding how authorities handle subjective depictions of underage characters. The potential for broad application has raised fears of censorship and legal uncertainty for anime fans, retailers, and streaming platforms. Should the law take effect, it could lead to legal battles over artistic expression and censorship, as well as challenges from media companies. Why can't you just limit it to underage instead of just obscene? Why not limit it to straight underage? Like, that's not even hard to do. For what is this bill? Definitely Assassination Classroom. They didn't sexualize the children. They just had one fan service character. Did they sexualize the children? I don't think they did. I mean, I'm all for banning underage shit, but just saying obscene is really bad. What did you send me? Mental illness means Trump derangement syndrome, or an organic disorder of the brain, or a clinically significant disorder of thought, mood, perception, orientation, memory, or behavior that is detailed in a diagnostic codes list published by a commissioner, and that seriously limits a person's capacity to function in primary aspects of daily living. What? Trump derangement syndrome? Huh? The fuck is what? I'm so confused. What? I gotta look up what Trump derangement syndrome. What? This is what? Let's go to Wikipedia. Trump derangement syndrome is a pejorative term used to describe criticism or negative reflections to President Trump that are perceived to be irrational and have little regard for Trump's actual policy position. What? You can get called you can be considered mentally ill for not agreeing with Trump? What? Huh? You've never heard of this? No, I've never heard of this. What? What? What happened to freedom of speech? I don't understand. What happened to the whole freedom of speech thing? Freedom of speech? Oh no, you're just mentally ill. What? They're actually going to pass like a bill that will say that you are mentally ill if you irrationally disagree with Trump, that are things that don't have to do with policy. They're trying to. I don't know if it will. Okay, to be honest, at this point, who knows if it will or won't, but that doesn't seem like it would go through. Holy fuck, that is wild. What the fuck? What world are we living in right now, dude? Chat, am I mentally ill? I've never heard of that. That is, wow, that is some, dude, like, oh, that is so far beyond anything, dude. That's crazy. Wow. That's so far beyond anything I like, I don't know, dude. That is crazy. All right, chat, I have to take dogs out. I will come back and we will watch some fucking videos, okay? I got like 3 videos queued up, okay? Yap session is over. It is time to watch shit. So I'll be right back, right?
All hail the chair, all hail the chair, all hail the chair.
I'm back. I'm back. Prospect is overpaid and underworked. Yeah, I agree. Pay him way too much. Thank you, Morgan, for the membership. You read that wrong? No, I read it completely correct. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Let's watch this.
So there was a text message.
No, God, I already watched
So
that.
there was a text message.
All right. So this one is going to be interesting. 11-year-old's prank ends in a felony charge. Oh, that's going to be a goodie.
So there was a text message from someone saying they were behind a car. Their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the interstate behind the car.
Everything on your phone is telling me that you made a phone call 911.
But I didn't talk.
Because you did something stupid.
Jesus Christ. All right.
On July 26,
Jesus Christ. Okay.
2023, dispatchers in Volusia County receive urgent 911 text from a driver who...
Bro, she's 11. Like, yeah, she might be a little bit dumb, but she's also 11, but we'll see.
Claims to be following an armed kidnapper's van on the interstate. When they trace the phone, however, they learn the messages are coming from a residence in Port Orange, turning a plea for help into an unexpected lesson in consequences.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not going to do this again.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has mostly never been seen before until now. It's just after 9:45 a.m. when 911...
I mean, the dad straight up like screaming at his daughter and then allowing the cops to do that. I already don't like the dad, but we'll see.
Begins receiving texts from someone named Lily Lee Combs. She claims to be following a kidnapper's van.
Dad? Okay. Let's let the video play out. Okay? I'm not going to jump to conclusions here, okay? But we'll see.
And on the interstate, and updates are still pouring in. Volusia County deputies, multiple area police departments, and a helicopter join the urgent search. When they fail to locate the van, a deputy tries calling the phone number that's been sending the text messages.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Is this the... What's your name? Can you hear me? Hello? I'm trying to reach the person that called 911.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, shut up.
Please leave your message for 3.
Oh, it's going to voicemail. It says, RP confirming they are in a blue Jeep. Victim is in a white van. They can see they are being restrained through the windows. At the turnaround?
A new text message comes through, including a detailed description of the suspect, who's described as having brown hair and blue eyes.
The 11-year-old is doing all this?
She's behind him. She's seeing this happen, and she knows what color eyes he has. That's weird. Brown hair and blue eyes, but she's behind him. Like,
if she was saw the incident or saw witnessed the kidnapping, or I mean,
what the
how
fuck?
would you even be following them and know any of this?
Yeah, RP confirming they are in a blue Jeep, victim in a white van. Of course, it's a white van. Like, it just.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying this by any means, but it's just.
Yeah.
I've had calls like this before.
Their suspicions about the text messages are all but confirmed when a GPS trace on the phone comes back to a residence in Port Orange, indicating the texter is not traveling on the highway as they claimed. Deputies quickly head to the residence to investigate.
Hey there, how you doing? Is this your residence, sir?
This is.
Do you have a daughter or a child at the home named by Lily Lee?
No.
No?
Anybody home?
Yeah, my wife, my kids. We just got home from Pennsylvania. I have an Ava and a Mikey.
Ava and a Mikey?
Yep.
One Delta 5.
Would you like to see them?
The deputies follow him to his house, where he informs his wife what's going on.
Dude, that is a big yard to mow. That would suck. To like mow all that shit. Dude, when I was younger, I like my parents' house, they have a yard like this big. I used to have to mow this shit all the time. It literally took me like 3 to 4 hours. Dude, mowing big yards suck. I didn't have like one of those like 0-turn lawnmowers. I had one of those fucking shitty ass, like with the steering wheel, like super small lawnmower. Dude, it took me fucking hours. We had so many trees too. Sorry, just moving on.
911 call?
Yeah, so somebody called in, or well, they texted.
Sorry, I'm in my pajamas.
No, it's fine.
You're fine.
Someone texted into 911 that someone was getting kidnapped and they were on the interstate, but then when they went and did like a location on the phone, the address was showing up here.
As their daughter Ava steps into the garage, her phone rings. The deputy answers it, leading to a shocking conclusion.
Hello? Hold on.
Dude, how bored do you have to be as a kid to do this? Like, is she doing it by herself? Like, she doesn't have any friends over, or a sister, or a brother, or... For an 11-year-old, this is insane.
That's the sheriff's office.
Oh, good. You got her.
Yep. All right.
Oh, okay. Is her dad home?
Yep. I got both her parents here.
Yeah, we're going to ask the sheriff to go away in a second.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
What happened? I'm so...
Let me see this phone.
Yeah, so all these other numbers, so there's a phone call out to 911.
There's a phone call out to
Yep.
911? What time?
That's
There's
her
one
call.
right
That's
here.
her calling it.
There's 911 again right there.
This phone was called
These numbers calling back in are no caller ID.
You did?
Well, there's 3 different times of 911 was called out from this phone.
9:30 a.m.
Yep.
That was the initial call.
Twice.
But I didn't mean to call that because I... But you did.
Reports show that the number belonging to Ava dialed 911 at 9:30. When asked where the emergency is, a female identified as possibly a juvenile responded, "I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number." The same phone number would later begin texting 911 to report the kidnapping.
When did...
I'm not gonna lie, I did not know you could text 911. I actually did not know that was a thing. Is that bad? Like I didn't even know you could fucking do that.
I'm so confused. I'm sorry. When did you got a message about an interstate?
So there was a text message from someone saying they were behind a car.
Could I call this
Who
back?
was kidnapped.
That's...
Their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the interstate behind the car.
What time?
Dude, that is so elaborate for an 11-year-old. What the hell?
Was this?
This is like, yeah, this is today. This
Oh,
is
we
actively
got
going on
home
right
at
now.
2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So we were here the whole time since 2:30. We were on the interstate coming home
And
from
everything's showing
Pennsylvania.
Right.
You called out.
We showed up here like 2:10, 2:15.
Okay.
And we went to bed.
But these 911 calls
For this
out.
morning. You were calling 911? You were. Don't look surprised. You did. You
Did
did
you-
it on your phone.
Did they say anything to you? No one said anything to you?
Did you say, Ava, you have to explain what happened here. Something's going on. What did you know? What do you know?
What if you accidentally text 911? I don't think that's the case here, but that's a good thing that you could text 911. Yeah, that's actually amazing. Like, that's really good information. Because, you know, a lot of, like, if you're in a situation where, like, you know, you can't, or like say an abuse situation or something like that, that's nice that you can do that. You could tweet at them too and Facebook message them. Oh, shit. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Sorry, David, get your shoes on. Come out here.
I didn't hit anything. Call me and close the door. You're not in trouble. I just need to know what happened. I need to know and understand because this is like weird.
Because we got to make sure that there's not somebody that's being kidnapped on the interstate and we're trying to find them. And all of a
Open your
sudden-
mouth if you said something on the phone.
I didn't say anything.
Everything on your phone is telling me that you made a phone call 911.
But I didn't talk.
While one deputy heads to her cruiser, she greets officers from the Port Orange Police Department who have just arrived at the scene.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh,
I'm just trying to make heads or tails of that damn call. There's so many notes in it, my God.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. We're with.
Dude, you know, like honestly, I might revert my my position on the dad. Like that, dude, it's just so crazy. Like she's 11 and she's talking about like a specific location where her friend was kidnapped. She's describing the kidnapper, describing the van. Like that is crazy. That is so crazy. Like what
with
the
the
fuck?
parents and the daughter, and I guess the daughter did have. We pulled up the call log, and she did call 911.
Arresting her is a bit far. We haven't got to the part yet. What I'm assuming is happening is all they're doing is probably putting cuffs on her and then just putting her in the back of the cruiser as like a scare tactic, right? As like, hey, this is what would happen if you were of age. But I don't know. We haven't got there yet. All right.
So the whole armed kidnapping thing and all that stuff is bogus, or?
There was no text evidence when we looked through it, so I don't know if she deleted it real quick or if it's like through an app. Yeah, it seems it's probably just the swatting thing. She's like 10 years old. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
While Ava's parents demand an explanation, deputies prepare to Mirandize the 11-year-old, who has yet to fully grasp the gravity of the situation.
You just lied to the police and mommy and daddy. You just lied to everybody.
You have 3 sheriffs here for stupidity.
Tell them what you just said to us.
Open your mouth. I'm telling you, open your mouth.
Yeah, all right, Dad. Okay, let's pull it back a little bit. Start going back to not liking you. No. This is not the way to approach your daughter. A little bit much.
She's gonna read you something, and then we're gonna ask you some questions. What's your name?
Like, you really think your daughter is going to be comfortable admitting what she did when you're over here yelling at her face? I don't know.
Ava. How old are you, Ava?
All right, Miss Ava, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and to have the lawyer present during any questioning.
Hold up.
You cannot afford a lawyer. One will be appointed for you before my questioning if you wish.
We're reading her rights. Because you did something stupid.
Right.
Let me explain something here, okay? You can cry about this. What you've done here is a felony, okay? It's a felony crime, and you probably had 20 law enforcement officers at least, a helicopter, and all running with lights and siren on high speed to try to apprehend.
Dude, the cop is doing honestly, the cop is doing a better job at like giving her a lecture rather than the dad yelling, "You did something fucking stupid." You know what I mean? Like the cop's actually explaining to her why it's bad and what happened. Like, good cop. W cop. He's not being overly aggressive. He's just sternly explaining what she did and why it's bad.
Or try to stop a serious forcible felony from happening. Do you know what happens if one of those officers crashes and gets killed on the way to responding to something that you did as a joke? So you better take this serious.
Under pressure from both her father and the deputy, Ava offers an excuse for her actions, which doesn't sit well with the deputy.
Oh, no.
Ava, you need to tell the exact truth. I don't want a story. I don't care what it is. I want the exact truth.
You can't make this go away by being quiet. The only thing you're going to end up, that's going to happen to you is you're going to end up in a pair of handcuffs going to our juvenile facility. I'm not going to mince any words with you. That's a very distinct possibility.
Dude, I actually did. I mean, I guess yeah. Would they really do that? Like, genuine question. Like, can they do that shit? I mean, I assume they can. If he's threatening it, I assume they can. It is a felony. I mean, it's a felony. But guys, you have to take into context. It's not like it's a felony in the manner of like, doing something horrible. I mean, she did something bad, but this is a child doing a prank. This is a child who doesn't know any better who's doing a prank. Like, I feel like is a felony. It's technically a felony. It's legally a felony, but it is also a child doing a prank at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like she was intending for people to get hurt or intending for cops to get hurt or intending, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely bad. I'm not saying it's okay that she did it. I'm just saying it is at the end of the day a child just doing a prank. And in her eyes, it's a innocent prank. Turned out it wasn't. But she had a whole squad out there, Prig. Does she know that? No. That's my point. She doesn't know that. She is a 11-year-old child. It's a waste of resources. Stop stating the obvious. Do you think I'm stupid? Don't answer that. But obviously, like that's what I you guys are so stupid. That's an obvious thing. But she is an 11-year-old who doesn't understand the consequences of her actions and is doing a prank. You know what I'm saying?
What can happen?
I don't know if that warrants juvie over. Like, if she was stealing something or robbing someone at fucking gunpoint or someone, yeah, juvie. But it's a it's like, in her eyes, it's an innocent prank.
Don't look at your mother. She didn't have any part in this. This was all you.
Yesterday, I beat my brother, said something that I know just made me pop in the head, and then I ended up doing it today and doing all this. And
was he part of planning this with you?
no, he just said it, and I.
What did he say?
He said, "What's 911?"
This is your brother?
Yeah.
A child that's curious. I mean, don't get me wrong, the 11-year-old doing the whole describing the escape vehicle, describing where her friend was kidnapped, that shit, I'll admit, that shit's crazy. Like, that shit's actually crazy, but...
Well, we can, when we're done, will you go wait a minute? So you're trying to blame this on your brother? Did he was he with you when you made this call?
No.
Okay, was he with you when you made these texts?
No.
Okay, then you did this. You were on your own for this. And if your brother's 7 years old, you're not going to blame your 7-year-old brother for this.
Classic sibling moment.
This was all your decision. Okay.
To call 911.
He's about to punch a wall, chat. Watch out.
What? What did he say to call 911?
He's about to white boy wall punch.
So can I ask?
What if he told you to go up on the roof and jump off the roof? Would you do that? So what's the difference?
Deputies will soon discover the startling truth behind Ava's fabricated story.
Is there more?
For now, Ava's mother raises concerns about recent questionable activity on Ava's phone, but it does little to impact the situation.
So I have something really weird with that phone. When we first got that, the phone kept ringing non-stop, ringing in to me. And I was picking it up and there was like people talking and like, I'm like, hello, and like non-stop, like I mean every 4 seconds there was a call coming in with random numbers and I didn't know them. And I was saying block contact. Like as soon as we got that phone number.
Okay, well, that has nothing to do with what went on today.
Questions about her intentions lead to a harsh reality check from the deputy, who forces Ava to consider the possible consequences of the false report.
What were you planning on happening out of this? Well, what did you think was going to happen when you said somebody was kidnapped and somebody had a gun? What did you think was going to happen? Well, did you have any thoughts about how much of the law enforcement resources?
I mean, you literally have the answer to your own question there, deputy. Like, no. She's fucking 11. Do you really think that they actually think about their consequences or think about what bad things will happen? No. They don't think that far ahead.
In this area you were going to take up by doing that? Probably never thought of that, right? Did you think of the men and women that have families at home that are driving 90 or 100 miles an hour with their lights and siren on, trying to save somebody who's a victim of an armed kidnapping, that they could be involved in a traffic crash and be seriously injured or killed because you wanted to make a joke? Does that seem funny to you? Would that be funny if that happened? Because I can tell you that would be even more serious than what you're...
These cops are pissing me off. Like, she is 11, not 21. Honestly, I don't really mind what the cops doing. Is being a little bit too much, I'll admit. But, like, I feel like the cops just doing the whole stern, like, hey, bro, like, you know, scare... What's that one show? Scared Straight kind of thing? Where he's like, you know, this bad shit could happen. Like, this bad shit... He's trying to teach in an aggressive manner. I don't really think it's necessarily bad, to be honest. But, you know...
You're looking at right now.
You physically see your father walk up to sheriffs, military, everybody. Thank you for your service. And then
I'm sure you did.
You do like this?
Though it wasn't captured on camera.
Dude, don't make it like that. Are you serious, bro? I go up to cops and veterans every day, get on my knees and suck their cock, and you do this? Dude, she's not thinking about that, dude. She's 11. How are you guys not getting this? She's not thinking about how it could endanger cops. She's not thinking about what it could do and what situations it could bring up. She's simply thinking, haha, funny, I made a prank. That's as far as the 11-year-old brain goes, dude. That's it.
On camera, reports state that Ava admitted to getting the idea to prank 911 from a YouTube challenge.
There you go! Oh my God! Wow, what a fucking surprise! A YouTube challenge! Okay! That makes way more sense. Now that clears up everything. Dude, you can't even really blame her anymore, to be honest. She's 11, she's a very easy to influence 11-year-old girl. Like, and you see a YouTube challenge. Dude, shit like that happens every day. Like, come on. I would disagree, Pig. She is very well aware of the situation. Now, she is now. Dude, you're telling me a 11-year-old knows the ins and outs of what cops fucking do whenever a 911 call comes in. You're telling me that an 11-year-old knows all that. An 11-year-old who watches a YouTube prank and thinks, oh, this is funny. Oh, this looks fun. Does it, and in her head thinks, oh, hopefully a cop dies. Hopefully a cop's getting a car crash. Are you fucking stupid? No. No, she does not think about that stuff.
And a deputy attempts to get more details.
Where was this video that you saw? Where was it? On YouTube? Do you remember who the creator was or who the poster was? What it was about? What do you mean?
Dude, there are grown-ups that don't know. Fucking exactly, dude. There are high schoolers who would probably do the same fucking shit who don't know what they're doing. Like, we're talking 11, chat. She's not even a teenager yet.
By all of this. This as in what?
She got the idea from me, chat? Maybe. Maybe. I did some dumb fucking shit as 11-year-old. She needs to learn, but she doesn't need... Yeah, she needs her phone taken away. She needs to be grounded for like a fucking multiple months. Have her phone taken away. No screens. Because this happened on YouTube. Not juvie.
So it was a video about the...
Months? Hell yeah, months. Are you kidding me? And also people saying, why is there not monitoring on her phone? To be fair, it's 911. And I think like when it comes to like monitored phones, well, to be fair, I don't know, because Ezra has like one of those. Well, actually he broke his kid phone that he had, but now he has a quote unquote smartwatch, which it just does texting and calling. But like literally anything and everything he does on his phone goes directly to my phone. So to be fair, if he did this, if he like texted 911, I'd probably instantly get a notification. But I don't know. She's 11, so maybe they just didn't really think about it. Just gave her phone.
Palm Coast Chick-fil-A. That's it. That's all the video.
Not lock her up. She's a menace. Dude, okay, please never have children. Okay, please. Dude, all of you need to go to a basic adolescence class. Like a basic, like literally lowest form class of an adolescent brain. Please. Just learn basic knowledge of that stuff.
Video was about.
I don't want children. Good.
So, yep.
Please
so you
don't.
saw a video that
Most
somebody
of you
made
don't have
about
children.
how fun it would be to call 911 or text 911 and say somebody's got a gun, somebody's trying to get hurt. You thought it'd be fun to recreate that. Is that what you're telling me? Okay.
However, Ava is about to realize an apology won't be enough to escape the consequences. Meanwhile, one deputy reveals that he was able to reach Ava by phone just before their arrival and got a less than friendly response from the young girl.
27 minutes, she lied.
What a horrible creator telling kids to do that. Yeah, I know. What, a big creator telling children to do something horrible? What? What? A big YouTube TikToker content creator making content for children, telling children to do bad things? What? No. That would never happen on my platform. On my platform, never.
To the dispatcher or the
Please subscribe.
call taker or text, and then when I caught her up, she told me to F myself and stop responding.
Wait, hold up. Hold up.
27 minutes, she lied to the dispatcher or the call taker or text, and then when I caught her up, she told me to F myself and stop responding.
Whoa, whoa, yo, what? Oh, shit. Damn. That changes things. Yo, that changes things. The fuck? See, Pig, what did I tell you? It still doesn't change a lot of things, chat. It really doesn't change a lot of things. But still, that's crazy. She learned cussing from her dad. I mean, you could see that right there. I mean, he cussed right at her face. She was fully aware, in my opinion. I still don't think that. I don't care what you guys say. I do not believe this 11-year-old was fully aware of what she was doing. I'm sorry. You'll never convince me otherwise. It doesn't matter if she said fuck you to the cop. She's probably giggling to herself when she did it. Like, it's not that deep.
Cut her up.
Yeah, the parents are the fucking problem, to be honest. Snake of Wrath, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Like, she was doing this for a while. Like, where were her parents this whole time is my question. Like, she was like, this was a long-winded thing. Like, where were her parents the whole time? You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I guess it'd be hard to catch, but weird.
Like, got her caught up. Like, hey, you know what's up? The jig's up.
That's when she started deleting their text messages.
Based on Ava's statements, deputies...
There are kids that age that kill people that are cognitive enough. And do those kids think about the consequences of killing someone when they kill them? Thank you so much, Please Coffee with the Prime. No, because we've seen multiple videos of children killing people and then realizing like it doesn't register until later on that they're like, oh my God, now I realize what it, like the fucking 10-year-old kid who killed his mom with a gun. He went to his room, he had a gun, got pissed off that his mom was telling him to do chores, killed his mom. Later on, he didn't actually think about the fact that, oh my God, she's never coming back. It's not a concept of knowledge of knowing when someone dies, they're gone. It's like the concept of like perspective and like experience of life. It's like you don't think about that shit when you're young. You just don't. Kids are smart, don't get me wrong, but the thing that they lack is experience and understanding.
decide there's enough probable cause to arrest Ava and prepare to take the 11-year-old into custody.
Here, Amanda. Here, stop. Hey.
She can't sit in a dentist's office, so that's why I'm saying.
Are you sure that's not a you problem, Daddy? She can't sit in a dentist chair. You ever think about figuring out why? You ever think about figuring out why? Like maybe she did this to get attention. Maybe she did the whole 911 thing and prank thing so she could get attention because she's neglected. I feel like there's a big rabbit hole with the parents here. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's a large rabbit hole we're missing with the parents here.
Deep breath.
Listen carefully. Don't make this.
He's gonna come out there. No, she'll be out there.
She is going to hurt herself right now. She's not going to. Don't prevent her.
I'm sorry. If she was really sorry, she would have stopped after realizing what she did and wouldn't lie about it. You guys have no idea how children's brains work. You just don't. And it is crazy. Please don't have children. Oh my God, dude. Oh man. You know what? Maybe have children, because then maybe you'll spend time to learn what how children's brains work. Like, oh my God, dude. Like an 11-year-old does not, like their brains are not developed enough to understand what is happening. This is all, like, I'm not gonna lie, this is mainly the parents' fault. This is mainly the parents' fault. I'm just saying. I Googled it, fair enough. This 100% feels like a parent's fault. I'm just saying.
Daddy hurts.
So stop. Listen to me. What's your Ava?
Okay, Pig, please write a parenting book and teach us your holy ways, please. One kid and he's suddenly an expert. No, it's not one kid. It's called I Went to College. And I learned about adolescence. I took a fucking course on children because I wanted to make sure when I had a child, I knew how they fucking worked. Because I'm not a fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up. You dumbass. It literally takes basic knowledge and going to one class to understand children. It's not that hard. No, it's not because I had a child. It's because I learned. You fucking idiot. Oh my God.
Stop struggling, okay? They're not going to hurt us.
God damn, do you know how many fucking parents have zero idea how to take care of children? Because they didn't fucking learn. They have no clue how children's brains work. That's why I took a class and I learned.
To hurt you.
God damn it.
What's going to happen here? No one's going to hurt you. You're going to sit in the car for now, okay? If you go somewhere, what it's going to involve is taking pictures, taking fingerprints, and then they're going to call your parents to come and get you. So don't make the situation any worse. They'll be up shortly after that.
Go in the car?
No, you can't go in the car.
You can cuff me if you have to.
It can't. It just can't happen.
What state is this in? What do you mean? What do you mean? What?
I'm telling you
Florida? Oh, okay. Never mind. That makes sense.
this right now. You're going to take this as a lesson at 11
Change my mind. It's Florida, of course.
years old that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not gonna do this again.
Ava is placed into the back of the police car where her father delivers a few hard truths.
I'm just warning you, you're not going to sit for a couple hours. They're going to be bringing you into a building, fingerprinting you, doing all sorts of stupid for your stupid.
They're actually Your life is... They're actually giving her a felony on her record as an 11-year-old child. She didn't kill anyone. She didn't like murder, like rob someone at gunpoint. She didn't stab her parents. She made a prank. Yes, the prank was pretty bad, but it was a prank call. A fucking prank call she saw in a YouTube video. What the fuck? Pig, non-violent crimes exist. She's a fuck dude. You're baiting me. You have to be baiting me. Stop it. Stop baiting me because I'm already pissed off. Stop.
Your life just changed, kid. Over a phone call, your life just changed.
Minutes later, the reality of the situation continues to have an emotional impact on her
I had to catch myself there, dude. I was about to go off again.
parents.
This is the best punishment for her right
Yeah, go after the influencer. Go after the dude who made the goddamn video.
now. Sucks for us, but this is the best thing for her because she doesn't get
It
it.
sucks for us. I worked my off with you to keep this kid doing stuff normal like we did as kids, and this is the she does.
Yes, blame the child for doing this. Don't blame yourselves for not keeping an eye on your child. Don't blame yourselves for not raising your child better. No, it's the child's fault. Yeah, the dad's personally offended. Dude, I love what he said right here. To keep this kid doing stuff normal, emphasis on normal, like we did as kids. He raised his daughter like his parents raised him in the exact way and expected the exact results. You ever think that maybe your child is different? You ever think that maybe your child might be, might have some mental issues? I mean, your child can't sit still in a goddamn dentist chair. Maybe she has ADHD. Maybe she has autism. You ever think about that? Like, he is literally mad at his child because he's like, I did everything my parents did to me. Why is she not normal? Like, what the fuck, dude?
We did as kids, and this is the she does.
According to a statement from the Volusia County Sheriff's Office, 11-year-old Ava was charged with making a false police report concerning the use of a firearm in a violent manner, a felony, and misuse of 911, a misdemeanor. After being processed at the Family Resource Center, she was later transferred to the Volusia Regional Juvenile Detention Center in Daytona Beach, Florida, an experience she is unlikely to forget. We requested more information.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
About her case from the Volusia County Juvenile Court, and they said nothing is releasable.
Yeah, my final thoughts on this. Parents could have done better. The 11-year-old did something very stupid. Obviously, I don't think she should have anything on her record. I don't think she should have gone to juvie. I think worst case scenario, she gets cuffed, gets put in a cop car, gets taken to the jail, scare her a little bit, have her parents come pick her up. I feel like that should be what happened. Giving her a felony and a misdemeanor as an 11-year-old child and sent to juvie over a prank call is actually crazy. Sorry if you guys don't agree, but yeah, that's crazy. Now she's traumatized for life and she has a felony on her record. Imagine trying to get jobs when she gets older. Like, her whole entire life is ruined. Her whole life is ruined for an 11-year-old prank. Piggy majored in psychology, right? No. Are you being a smartass? I can't tell. I went to college and I took a class on adolescence. And then not only that, after taking a class on the child psychology stuff, I also took a class on basically being a parent and how to raise a child and how children's brains work and how, as they grow older, what you need to do at certain age states and how they react to certain situations and what to look out for and different things like that. It's kind of like a bare minimum for a parent. Like, I feel like every parent should take a child psychology class. Every parent should take a parenting class. 100%. Like, I like the thing that was pissing me off so much is people like in chat are acting like I'm acting like I'm a genius, when in reality, everyone should know this. Like, I'm not acting like I'm smarter than everyone. I'm telling you basic knowledge I learned from one class. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not smart. I'm not at all. That's why it pisses me off when everyone's telling me, oh, you're acting so fucking smart. You think you're a genius. It's like, no, I don't fucking think I'm a genius. I just know basic child psychology. Like, yes, I also read books on psychology, but that's what I did in my free time. That has nothing to do with anything. That doesn't make me smarter than anyone. I'm just also interested in psychology. No, I majored in psych and took a child dev class as well. Okay, okay. Sorry, I actually couldn't tell. I can't tell when someone's being sarcastic or not. It's pretty fucking obvious that understanding how children work is not very common amongst parents. Yeah. Going to college for psych, been in human service class and working at a DV shelter, and I'll say now, all of them fucked. Yeah. Chat, you have no idea how much like mental things I had to go through to change myself in order to parent my son. Like with my anger issues and my own ADHD and autism and all those different things. There are loads of things I had to change about myself in order to be a better parent to my son, because like that's why so many parents don't do well as parents, because they have their own issues. That is a very bad recipe for disaster when it comes to raising children. Like anger issues, for example, which is what I have. I know, crazy, right? You've gotten less angy-wangy a bit. Well, to be fair, on stream, I kind of hype it up a little bit.
You must excuse me. I've grown quite weary.
That's me. But on stream, it's more like hyped up a bit. But like in real life, it's different. Like obviously, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Some of your rage moments are reasonable, though. I'm a professional in my field, but I still know I still have a lot to learn. That's all I'm saying. That's the best thing to do. The dumbest people in the world are the people who think they're smarter than everyone. The people who realize that they don't know everything and actually try to learn and get, you know, more knowledge. Knowledge.
Loser! You're a loser!
No,
Are
I'm
you
not.
feeling sorry for yourself?
I'm not.
Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You make me sick, you
Stop.
big baby!
Stop. I love learning. It's actually fun. Chat, if you ever find like a subject that is just like interesting, like honestly, just get a book on that subject. It just like, because for example, like psychology, I was super interested in psychology and I got a book on it. You know, it's actually fun to learn when you're not having a teacher or like a professor tell you what to learn or like, you know, tell you things. Like you just get to learn it yourself. You know what I mean? That's way more fun. Way more interesting. Gonna clarify, I'm very stupid and very dumb. I don't want this turning into me thinks I'm smarter than everyone. I read one book, chat. I'm not smart. Do you read physical copies? I try. But sometimes I do audiobooks. Audiobooks are just a lot more convenient sometimes, but I actually took a break from reading after reading oh my god, The Way of Kings, the fucking giga book back there that's like 1,300 pages long. After I read that book, I took a break. You know what actually helps for like ADHD and reading? Get a book, like a physical copy of a book, download the audio book that's the same as this book, and then like have the audiobook read it for you as you're looking at the words. I don't know why when I started getting into reading, that like weirdly helped me focus. Because it doubles down on the reading comprehension, because not only are you hearing it, but you're seeing it. And I don't know why it works, but it helped me a lot. Yeah, get that Subway Surfer gameplay in the corner as well. What did you major in for school? I just got associates. I was going to get a arts degree for music and production, but I ended up not doing that. I just got my associates and got out because I realized becoming a music teacher is not going to pay much. So, and whenever my teacher told me that I was a better pianist than she was, I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't learn from someone like you. You be an amazing music teacher? Bro, I fucking hate teaching. I'm not going to lie. That's another thing I realized. I don't like teaching. You want to know why? It's because, so say for example, I'm teaching someone guitar. I would go straight to teaching them like chord progressions and chords. But the problem is, it's like teaching someone a software, right? There are so many things that are second nature for me that it's hard to comprehend that someone isn't, okay, how do I put this? It's hard to teach someone those things that you don't think about. Like, where to put your hands when you're playing, how to hold a pick, how hard do you push your fingers down? How long does it take for your fingers to get used to pushing the strings down? You know, all those like things that you don't think about anymore. You know what I mean? I feel like I'd be terrible at that. All right. We got another video. Guys, pigs shouldn't teach anything. Those kids will get traumatized from being screamed at. Yeah, whenever they fuck up. Why did you fuck up? What is wrong with you? Why can't you do this? It's so simple. All right, let's watch this. Fake Amazon delivery ends in every parent's worst nightmare. Wonderful.
Came up to us, tied up her hands, holding her child. I think someone took her other child.
She only knocked with a package, and she's waiting for someone from Amazon for her baby girl.
Apparently, they walked to that bedroom like they knew that there was a baby. Like they were on like a mission. They like tied her up, went to the room, took the baby, and left.
They put her baby in the Amazon box.
The way that was said, it doesn't feel real. They put her baby in the Amazon box. Like, the way that she said that was so, like...
They put her baby in the Amazon box.
Authority.
Why did she say it like that? What? She sounded like it was just like an annoying thing. It's like, they put her baby in an Amazon box. Xeraxo, I don't know if I said that right. I think it was 6 months.
He's rushed to a chaotic scene after receiving alarming reports that a mother's 7-month-old baby was taken by 2 individuals posing as Amazon delivery drivers. As the investigation unfolds, shocking discoveries bring them one step closer to uncovering the suspects, whose true identities they never saw coming.
A few months ago, he called her
Ex-boyfriend that she had a baby with, and it's his baby, and he wants it back. I'm calling it.
and she had mentioned that she could make money by selling a kid.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen
Or the
before
dad.
until now.
Yeah, true. Could be just, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I meant. Yeah, the dad, but it's like ex-boyfriend because he's probably with someone else and he's like pissed off. It's like, it's my child.
Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. In Federal Way, Washington, on February 20th, 2024, officers began to receive multiple 911 calls from the Mariposa apartment complex, just 20 miles south of Seattle.
Hi, I had someone come to my door with a rag on her face, like a rag on her mouth and like a zip tie. Okay. And she's just, I don't know, she's telling me that her daughter got lost or someone took her daughter. And I didn't let her in the house because I got scared I was going to get kidnapped or something.
I'm confused. Like, how did they even get in the house?
Okay, so how long ago was this? It's literally just been 5 minutes ago. I thought she was like playing around or something. Did she look in
Because the mom had to have been there. I mean, I guess they just, ran through the window or some shit.
At all? I don't know. She doesn't look injured. She's
Probably
just
knew
crying,
them.
but she's saying that she lost her daughter. Did you see anybody around her? No, I didn't. I just closed the door.
The dispatcher sends an officer to investigate, just as another call comes through.
We have Melrose Apartments, and I am maintenance.
She opened it for the fake Amazon drivers. You don't really. I mean, Amazon never knocks on your door. You know what I mean? But I guess I don't know. Probably wasn't thinking about it.
Guys, this lady came up to us, tied up her hands, holding her child. She's crying. She's very hysterical right now, and she's Spanish, so.
That she had a child also?
Yes, she is holding her daughter beside her hands now.
Okay, you don't see anybody with any weapons right now?
I think someone took her other
Maybe
child.
beside a package?
Is she able to tell you what happened?
She's speaking Spanish, so I don't understand it.
By the time the officer
Thank you, dude, babe. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I'll never understand. We'll find out. I'm assuming it's probably the dad. If it would make sense if it was like the dad or something.
arrives at the scene, the victim's husband, who was out working as a food delivery driver during the attack, has also just arrived.
Oh.
Since the victim speaks only Spanish, A concerned neighbor steps in to translate, allowing the officer to grasp the urgency of the situation.
She walked down through here and came upstairs here and what came up to us, tied up, holding child. So that's when he.
So is the child missing? Yeah, there's a
Oh, she was tied up. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Her child?
yeah, no, the other one. No, the other one.
But this is her child?
But this is her child. Yeah. And she does have pictures of her baby girl, but they took her phone.
Did you see them leave in a certain direction?
She said that they shut her in one of the closets. Yeah, because she lives downstairs. So when they knocked, they only knocked with a package, and she was waiting for someone from Amazon for her baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
So she opened the door. She didn't think anything of it. So as soon as she opened the door, she said the woman started to beat her.
Oh.
And they ran into her kitchen.
Oh, okay. So was it a woman and a man? Maybe it's like a couple who really want a child kind of thing.
For a knife.
Like they can't conceive, but they like, yo, let's steal this baby.
So they tied her up. They tied her.
Sure they're gone?
She said that she checked everywhere before she got out, and she said she didn't see anything in there.
Her child? How old is your child?
She's 7 months old.
7 months?
7 months. It's a baby girl.
Several officers head downstairs to the victim's apartment, performing a routine sweep.
Police department.
Hold on, just hold that. I just want to see if we can find this kid.
After searching every room, the suspects and the missing baby are nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, the neighbor continues.
Call this woman for translating, but Lord, her voice is so annoying. Dude, it just sounds like she's like super high. Like she's like, yeah, he came in and like took the baby and shit and like drove off and something. I don't know.
Used to translate as the victim describes her attackers.
Oh, she said that the girl was wearing like a ski mask. It looked like a snow one, like the type that someone would go to like skiing. In her house. Inside her house? Yeah, inside her house. The man was tall. He had some sunglasses on.
But yeah, good on her for coming out and translating though. For real.
Were you zip tied like this or like this?
No.
And so after she left, she came running out. The agents found her. She came zip tied.
Honestly, props to the girl for translating while high. Like she's doing her best. Dude, that if she's actually like completely just zonked right now, that'd be so funny. She's like, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, yes, baby, yeah. The police are freaking her out.
Oh, and they also taped her baby's mouth.
Oh my, what the fuck?
No, the little girl that he had.
Jesus.
A Spanish-speaking officer arrives at the scene and takes a more detailed statement from the mother before filling in the other officers on what he's learned.
Let me catch you up real quick. So she's at home with her 2 kids, husband's at work, knock on the door. These 2 folks show up holding a big Amazon box. She's never gotten an Amazon package before. She opens the door for them.
Oh,
they start punching her.
Never got an Amazon package before. That makes sense.
They push her down. They tied her up. She's got injuries consistent with that. They snag her baby, put it in the box, and then they shove her into one of the other bedrooms where she's holding the other kid. She didn't get much, didn't say anything, just like be quiet. And then they left. Suspect, no idea why they picked her. Has she been out anywhere, or did they have followed her?
According to the victim, she only moved into the apartment 8 days ago, and no one but immediate family knew her address.
Yeah, it had to be like someone who lives here saw them with like a newish born baby, and they're like, we can't conceive, but there's a baby there. That's what it feels like.
Baby when they went into the apartment.
She said they went like right. She even said like they went right for the room. I don't know how they knew that's where the room was.
Have you or your husband had anybody over visiting?
No. Solo tiene otro día aquí va. Yeah, they've only been here 8 days.
It's so odd that they would know where to go.
The attacker's apparent knowledge of exactly where to go inside the apartment would later prove to be a crucial clue in identifying potential suspects. In the meantime, as officers canvass the apartment complex, they locate a neighbor with a security camera and request access to the footage. At 8:23 a.m., a white sedan can be seen backing into the parking space just above the victim's downstairs
Thank God for cameras, bro.
apartment. The suspects remain inside the vehicle for nearly an hour as multiple people and maintenance workers pass close by.
Bro, you could see smoke billowing out of that car.
Inside the vehicle for nearly an hour as multiple people and maintenance
Yeah,
workers
look at that. They're hotboxing over there.
pass close by. Finally, at 9:18 a.m., the suspects begin to emerge. Another neighbor in the complex would later describe seeing the suspects from her apartment.
I seen two people standing, one male with a blue jacket on and a baseball cap, and I seen a female with a gray puffy jacket and a beanie on and with a Corona mask on, and they both looked Mexican to me, and they were just standing at this apartment that I know that they shouldn't have been, and it looked really awkward.
Was it the weed girl? Dude, what a twist that would be.
To me, and then the lady was looking at me kind of crazy, and she had her phone in her hand, and it looked as if she was recording.
The male suspect is captured on camera retrieving an Amazon box from the back seat of the car. After that, both suspects vanish from view for nearly 20 minutes before reappearing on camera.
I saw those same two people moving really fast to their car, holding a red bag that looks something like a Uber Eats bag to keep the food warm.
Almost like a cooler, like a Southside cooler.
The baby's in there.
Okay.
And the male is the one holding it, and the woman, she was really rushing to the car. She jumped in the passenger seat, and then the male, he went around the car. He was going to go to the back door, but for some reason, he didn't put the bag. Looked like he was going to put it in there, but he had a second thought for some reason and brought it up to the front. Then after that, they took off really fast.
Although the baby's mother initially recalled the suspects placing her child inside the Amazon box, surveillance footage suggests they then transferred the baby into the bag. Who the suspects were and why they would take the child leaves officers grasping for answers.
They don't owe anyone money. They don't have any ill will to anybody.
Not that we're getting, at least at this point.
However, the baby's grandparents raise suspicions, forcing officers to consider the kidnapper may be closer to the family than they've yet to realize.
Hold up.
So he mentioned that this niece of his was very adamant about getting her address to send a gift. And it was so weird because she never reaches out to her. But then just now he said that a few months ago he called
I was about to say, they look kind of young. They look younger than I expected.
her, and she had mentioned that she could make money by selling a kid. And that she was about making that money. And whose niece is this? His niece that lives in Miami.
According to the baby's grandfather, his niece Margie is the victim's cousin. The gift, intended to be a crib for the baby, was from her and her husband Vincent. With this new information, one officer heads over to speak to the baby's father.
Were they trying to sell it? I don't know. How much, chat? I feel like I'm not gonna ask that. I was about to say, yo, how much can you get for a baby off the black market? But what I was trying to say is, like, I feel like they would normally sell like people, like not. All right, I need to rephrase like everything I'm saying right now. like you know, older people. But I don't know much about the black market, so I don't know. Babies aren't people confirmed. All right, shut up. You know what I mean.
Father.
Sir, can I, did you get a phone call from a family member today?
Yeah, but now they're not answering.
Could we see that phone number? Who is this? Who is this?
That's who's been calling them all morning.
What
About 350. About 350? Okay.
family member is that?
Okay, it's tu prima, cousin.
Tweet
She
Fitty.
said now her suspicion is starting to grow because they were going to order her baby clothes.
Her baby clothes?
Yeah. The same girl. Yeah.
Baby clothes.
Yeah, so that's why she didn't think anything of it when she opened the Amazon package, and it's supposed to get here today.
Did she see where did they put the baby?
¿En qué se llevaron la bebé? ¿No vas en brazos? Sí, pero la bebé le echaron a la caja. They
Thank
put
you,
the
Alexa,
baby
for
in
3
the
months.
Amazon box. In the same box.
Does the woman resemble her cousin?
No.
She doesn't think so?
No. So she said that the people from Amazon the girl said that the people from Amazon said that they couldn't get to the address. So they needed the layout of like how to get into what the apartments looked like, driving, and like what the inside of her house and the outside of her house looked like.
What call?
And she sent them a video. Who? Her cousin.
Oh.
She sent her cousin a video.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
According to the baby's mother, her cousin Margie had been calling her all morning, but now isn't answering the phone. As the translator continues to explain, it isn't the only glaring red flag.
And she did mention that she deactivated all her social media.
Who did?
The cousin.
When?
Last night.
Despite clues suggesting the victim's cousin Margie may be involved, doubt is cast when the mother is asked to recall details about her attackers.
I have a question. So, like, did they feel familiar? Did the lady feel familiar to her at all? Was there any characteristics on that woman that would match her needs? No? No?
They didn't look like no one that she knew.
And just so, I know we asked this already, and apologize for that I'm asking again, but the race of the lady, did she have a Hispanic accent?
Wasn't it a Russian accent? That's what we originally had, so I'm curious if that's...
Russian accent.
She said they were
I
speaking
want the baby.
another language, and it
Give
definitely
me
wasn't
baby.
English.
Or Spanish?
Yeah, or Spanish. Yeah.
While confusion lingers over the ethnicity of the attackers, a sudden phone call puts everyone on high alert.
She said it was another language. Nothing similar.
Cousin's friend she hired, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Bro, that's your best Russian? Bro, shut the fuck up.
She said that she wasn't, just now she mentioned that she's not sure what he looked like there. That everything was just happening.
Okay. And they were wearing ski masks, right? Both of them?
No, the guy was
wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
The woman was
A ski mask, okay. What race was the male? Have we figured that out?
She had mentioned that he was black. Can you ask again what race he was? The cousin is talking right now.
Can you translate for me?
Pero aquí no ha llegado ninguna caja.
She's telling her that she's lying to her right now. Not making
The box already arrived.
She's saying?
The cousin is saying that the box already arrived.
Envíeme el pantallazo aquí al WhatsApp de Sarín. Yo ya se lo envié. Al envié a tu marido. No.
Accept the
Envíamelo
package.
al WhatsApp de Sarín para yo mirar, ¿sí?
So I can see it.
Accept it!
Accept it! No, es que May lo tenía y no sé qué lo hizo. Bueno.
How would the cousin know the box arrives? Good question.
Baby's missing.
She's telling you?
No, she's not telling me.
No, ella está actuando normal.
That's a good thing right now.
Okay, she said she's acting all normal, that she already sent like a screenshot of the package or whatever.
Mama.
Oh, that's her mom. Yeah.
Did she hang up already?
Yeah, she hung up with the girl, and then the girl, she was like, go send me like a screenshot of like the package that already arrived, and then she was like, I sent it to your
If it's tracked, I mean, she would get the tracking number.
phone, and then she was like, I lost, she was like, oh, someone, her sister misplaced her phone. They don't want to tell her anything that's going on.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty sus, though, that she said that the package was delivered, but the package wasn't delivered. So that's safe to say that whatever happened with the baby has to do with the cousin, because she said the package was definitely delivered. So, yeah.
No pudieron rastrear mi celular.
But I guess she's still...
If there's any way that you guys can track the phone.
That's what we're working on right
Okay,
now,
eso es
yeah.
lo que están intentando hacer es rastrear tu celular.
According to multiple news reports, police were able to trace the victim's phone, which the suspects took with them after the attack. That, in conjunction with license plate readers, led to the car being
Thank
located
God
driving on
that
the
these people are stupid. Oh my
highway
God.
about 4 hours after the attack was carried out. The baby was unharmed and reunited with her mother. The victim's cousin, 24-year-old Margie Harina Ardila Orego, along with her husband Chunho Vincent Lai, were arrested. With the help of a translator on
Why the fuck did they do it?
speakerphone, detectives read Margie her Miranda rights and begin to question her.
Can you explain why they brought you here?
Ellos deben de saber por qué estoy acá. You must know why I'm here.
Well, I'm here to ask you why you think you're here and why we're here. I'm basically trying to get your side of the story.
Pero no voy a responder nada.
Dude, she does not look like she's 24. 24? Bro, she looks like she's 40. Am I crazy? I look 24 though.
Hasta que no.
Yeah, that so maybe she stole the baby to sell the baby for drugs. And she's smirking about it.
Tengo un abogado. I won't answer anything until I have a lawyer.
Though Vincent also declined to speak with detectives, he did have a question for officers as he was prepared for transport to jail.
Pig, you look like 40. Stop lying to yourselves, please. All right?
Can I ask you one thing?
Yeah.
How is the baby?
The baby's fine.
Where's the baby?
Going home.
Home?
Yeah.
I'm the biological father.
It's my soulless eyes. Okay. But this raises a lot of questions. So was I right, or is he just yapping?
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Both Margie and Vincent were charged with first-degree kidnapping, robbery, burglary, assault, and second-degree assault of a child. Their bail was set at $750,000 each. They each entered a plea of not guilty and are being held at the Mei Ling Regional Justice Center. Their trial is set to take place on March 17th.
Dude, I wanted to see if he was the father. I wanted to do that you are not the father thing. But, oh well. Maybe he might just be yapping. He might just be yapping. I mean, $750K is that's a pretty hefty bail. That's good. That's good. They didn't, you know, cut that down.
17th, 2025.
On the morning of
I guess we will never know. I was expecting more from this. Yeah, same. It kind of just like said, "Oh yeah, it's him. Okay, we're done." I expected it to be like a thing where it's like, "Oh, I'm actually the father," kind of thing. The trial is today? Oh, for real? Did I miss that part? Oh. Oof. My neck pop. How do we find that out?
This lady came.
The Mei Ling Regional Justice Center. Their trial is...
Yeah, March 17th. I guess we can't really find that out, can we? Look their names up. It is... What were their names? They had weird names. Right here. Weird as in not American. Okay, anyway. Chun Ho Vincent Lai. Chun Ho Vincent Lai. Were arrested, blah, blah, blah. And injuring her. Wait, I didn't know they injured her. What? She had ordered a bed frame, mother, blah, blah, blah. According to the probable cause documents, Lai gestured to the mother that he would stab the 2-year-old if she did not cooperate. Lai gagged the mother and threw her and her 2-year-old into a bedroom, closed it, and left. I didn't know that part. Reviewed the surveillance footage, blah, blah, blah. Baby returned. Scheduled arraignment March 7th. Huh. Guess we didn't get anything. I didn't know they actually injured the child. Dude, why is there a giga amount of ads? Oh, I forgot I turned off my ad block. Oops. That's why there's so many. That doesn't say that anything about the dad. Oh well. Pig, don't complain about ads. I wasn't. Chat, it's different, all right? That's different. That's a different complaint of ads. Ads where it's like you're going to an article and it's just fucking ads popping up everywhere. That's different. Maybe you should subscribe, Pig. Shut up. Don't use my own powers against me. My own tricks. Sub up or shut up. Stop! You can't do that to me. You can't do this to me. Do you know how much I sacrificed? Guys, Pig went to college. Exactly. Kelly, thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. Did he earn the wall punch degree from college? All right. Say something interesting. Thank you, Small Clown, for the 3 months. Why is it whenever it's poo-poo time, you always pee, right? But when you pee, you don't necessarily have to poop. But you always pee when you poop. Think about that. Quantum shit right there. Also, the fuck? That scared the shit out of me. Also, never gamble with a fart. True. True, actually. Especially when you're an adult. See, when you're like, you know, 21 like me, you can't trust them like you used to. Poo hits the G spot, which makes you go, ah. I didn't say that, chat. I read that from a fucking YouTube comment, by the way. That comment doesn't exist. You made it up. No, I fucking didn't. You didn't have to say it. Dude, it was impulsive. I had to.
Somewhere between mid.
So there was a text.
God, why does... Ah, I hate that.
So there was a text.
Somewhere between midnight.
Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. Yo, $10 from Morgan. Do you think Birdman with Michael Keaton was about a man in a costume sitting in a tree furiously shitting on cars screaming, "I'm Birdman" in Batman's voice? I'm Birdman. Now that'd be a good movie. I'm Birdman. That'd be a good movie. All right, chat. Tornado video or the tragedy of causing your own death? As a lot. It was a lot of both. There's a lot of both. Pull it up. It's going to be the last video of the stream, so pull it up. Give me a poll. Tornado or death? The death one has to do with death by nature. Oh, well, this one looks pretty interesting. It also has amusement park deaths. Tornado death? I don't know if the tornado one has death, but it says most evil tornado. Poll, please, I'm begging you. Is my mods not doing their fucking job? What do I pay you for? I'll make it. Chat, we have an incoming hype train. Thank you, Fruit Loops, for the 400 bits. It won't let me do it? Okay, I'll do it. Excuses. Manage poll. New poll. Which vid? Tornado or death? Has been started. Thank you so much for the bits, Lady Rage. What is this clip? Poo hits the G spot, which makes you go, ah. Okay, even on the clip, it sounds like I'm recording something, though. Yo, 1,000 bits from Snake of Wrath. Thank you so much. Chat. It sounds like I'm reading it. Shut up. Thank you, Doodles the Clown. All right, what are we looking at here? Oh, death is winning by a lot. Okay, we're doing death. Death is winning by a shitload. It's like 90% death. All right, we're doing death.
Night in the early morning.
The tragedy of causing your own death.
Morning hours of August 18th, 2005, in an old, abandoned deep cave beneath the Y Mountain, located just to the east of Brigham Young University in Utah.
They really just have a mountain with a fucking giant Y on it? They just call it Y Mountain?
A group of 4 adventurers begin swimming their way out through the water-filled tunnel. It's only about 4.5 meters, or 15 feet long, and these folks are not only young and enthusiastic,
Cave diver
but also
moment.
somewhat familiar with the place. With all that going for them,
dude, isn't there like a channel that makes a bunch of fake cave diver stories and just makes like shorts and stuff of like really ridiculous cave diving stories that you wouldn't even be surprised if they're real.
This stone's throw of a swim seemingly
Thank you,
looks like a
Yuppa
pretty
Duppa,
straightforward
for the
job,
5 gifted
but
subs.
Unfortunately, they would never make it out alive. In the year of
But
2005,
why the Y Mountain? Good
21-year-old
question.
Jennifer Lynn Galbraith had just finished her first year at Utah Valley State College, also known as UVSC, where she was majoring in philosophy. As the youngest of 4 siblings, she had always been full of dreams and adventure. The year she spent at UVSC was everything she had hoped for. She went into photography, played bass guitar, and even scored a few modeling gigs. Following her passions, Jennifer ran into someone with a similar profile, the leading singer of a hardcore rock band named Parallax, as well as an extremely talented
Wait, is the hardcore band named Parallax, or is he named Parallax?
painter, John Blake Donor. 24-year-old John from Springville was a third-year student at UVSC, also majoring in philosophy as well as English. Jennifer and John hit it off almost instantly. They started dating, and she joined his band. The couple also ended up being friends with many others from the circle. However, later on, their story would revolve around just 3 more people: 28-year-old Kieran Scott McDonald, 18-year-old Ariel Singer, and 26-year-old Joseph Ferguson, all working with the same band. Besides music,
I don't trust this Joseph guy. His picture.
though, there was another thing that tied them together. They loved exploring.
Actual picture of Joseph. like what if underneath the picture
Ariel singer and 26-year-old Joseph
of this picture, actual picture of Joseph. He has soulless eyes like you, Pig. All right, we're not making that a thing.
Ferguson, all working with the same band. Besides music, though, there was another thing that tied them together.
Joseph the
They
Phantom.
loved exploring unknown places and therefore had a bit of hiking background as well. As a matter of fact, in early 2005, Jennifer had gone spelunking in a few of the caves around town.
No, not spelunking.
However, the experiences weren't really ideal for her, as she had passed out in some, while ended up getting lost in others. On the night of
Then why
August
would you
17th
go
of
do it again?
2005, the band played a gig at a cafe that went off quite successfully. Afterward, Jake shared an exciting update with the group. In 2 days, he was going to review the band's first album, now that it was finally mastered. This was big news, and they were all eager to celebrate. On the way home, they decided to stop for dinner, and that's when Jennifer threw a bold idea at her friends. She revealed that one of her earlier expeditions that year, she had explored an abandoned mine on Y.
I can't find there's one band that has 2 songs that's called Parallax. No, they released songs recently, never mind.
Mountain, which sits east of Brigham Young University. The mountain
I
is
was gonna see if I
famous
could
for
hear
the
their
giant Y structure made by students to honor the university, so it was pretty popular among the community statewide, even though it wasn't exactly a hotspot for cavers. Stepping into the mine tunnel, the
Why?
1.2 meter tall or 4 foot tall opening was covered by a shallow stream of water, about half a meter deep. Cavers had to crouch down and squeeze through to reach another cavern, which was a gateway.
Hey, you know how you went spelunking and passed out, right? What if we went underwater spelunking?
To a 15-foot tunnel that was completely filled with water, ending in an even larger cavern. Here, the cavers would pop their heads up through a hole and catch a breath in the small gap between the waist-deep water and the sloped ceiling. This room, which could fit up to 8 people, was known as the Golem Cave.
That's it? You're gonna risk your life just to see a little room
Apparently,
size
the whole adventure
cave?
didn't seem too dangerous, but there was a catch. The 4-foot opening, eventually narrowed down into the submerged section, was only as wide as a refrigerator door. This meant only one person could swim through at a time to get to the Golem Cave. Plus, what initially appeared to be a simple 15-foot swim would turn out to be extremely challenging. The water, fed by an underground stream and accumulated in the limestone rocks over time, was bone-chillingly cold. To make matters worse, this freezing, stagnant water was murky with debris.
Thank you, Hal,
Even with a
for the 19
headlamp,
months.
visibility was next to nothing, making it dangerously easy to get disoriented and lose track of the way out.
Like, it'll never make sense to me. Hey, you want to go through a 4-foot hole underwater? You can't see anything. The water is freezing, like bone-chilling cold. All right, what do you get out of it? You get to see some cool rocks. I mean, sign me up.
And if by chance, someone happened to disturb the debris settled on the tunnel's floor, the thick layer of muck would rise like a dark,
Would you
suffocating,
cave dive if there was
impenetrable
$1 million at the end, no strings attached? Fuck yeah. I mean, if it's like some like regularly caveable area that a lot of people do, yes. If it's like mapped territory, fuck no.
cloud of silt, swallowing up any remaining visibility. In an attempt to combat this nerve-wracking disorientation, some experts from previous expeditions had tied a rope through the tunnel, securing it to the rocks at both ends. Clinging to that rope was the only reliable way for explorers to navigate through the murky water. But that wasn't much help for Jennifer, as she recalled being hypothermic during her last visit, nearly blacking out before the group managed to pull her to safety. At the
How? Not only her, but as her friends, why would you take a friend who already went through hypothermia at one cave and go to an even colder cave with more water? What the fuck is wrong with these people?
dinner table, Jennifer convinced her friends to join her in checking out the cave she'd been raving about.
Wait, you're the one who decided to go? You're the one who peer pressured your friends? Dude, Darwinism at its finest. I don't know, man.
Just as adventurous as her, eagerly accepted the invite. Somewhere during the conversation, they jokingly called it the Cave of Death, which of course wasn't an official term by any means, but it wouldn't take long to prove itself eerily accurate.
What?
Wednesday night, August 17th, quickly blurred into the early hours of August 18th, full of excitement. The group of 5 arrived at the entrance of the mine around 3 a.m., and after spending about...
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug. Go fucking skydiving, bro. Skydiving's probably safer than this shit.
An hour and a half exploring the area, they finally decided around 4:30 a.m. to begin their descent into the tunnel. However, one of the friends, Joseph Ferguson, who had come all this way to join the fun, started feeling uneasy when they got to the entrance.
Smart guy.
Despite their best efforts to reassure him, Joseph couldn't shake the discomfort. So he decided to stay behind,
good job.
Waiting outside the tunnel's entrance for them to return. Little did he know that that decision would turn out to be the best decision of his life. Jennifer and the crew crouched down as they made their way into the cave. With headlamps lighting their path, they began duck walking through the shallow stream, navigating the twists and turns until they hit the 27-meter or 90-foot mark. That's where they encountered the hole in the cave floor that led to the waterway below, opening into the real cave. As expected, until this point the passage got so narrow that they now had to plunge into the water one by one. Jennifer, being the most familiar with the cave and probably the most pumped for the adventure, took the lead. Grabbing the rope, she dove into the murky water first, and the others watched as she disappeared beneath the surface. One by one, the rest of the group followed, diving into the freezing waterway, gripping the rope for guidance. Eventually, they all surfaced on the other side, emerging from the water into what they would soon know as their very own Cave of Death. As they swam through the icy water, it hit them. They really should have brought wetsuits to deal with the freezing temperatures. But at that point...
What were they wearing? Swim trunks? A bikini? What were they wearing?
There was nothing to be done about it, and they weren't planning to stick around for long anyway. The trip was just another casual adventure for them. They'd even strolled in wearing sandals and shorts, treating the whole thing like it was no big deal.
Sandals? Sandals and shorts, dude.
But only a few moments into the chest-deep water, they started feeling the shift in the air. Once inside the cave, the breathing space above there placing it with more carbon dioxide. Add to the fact that the limestone walls naturally produce carbon dioxide over time, and someone from an earlier expedition had left candles burning inside the cave, sucking up even more of the oxygen. The air in that cave had turned into a death trap. There's no way the group could have lasted more than a few minutes if they kept breathing in the toxic air. As soon as they realized the dire situation, panic took hold, and 4 of them decided to turn back immediately. But with a narrow passage ahead, only one could squeeze through at a time, leaving the rest to wait for a few agonizing minutes while the person in front made it to the other side. Otherwise, if 2 people collided in the murky water midway, there was a real risk of clogging the tunnel and drowning. The protocols, however, weren't meant for an ideal situation. These folks had just surfaced after a swim, holding their breath, and before that, they had crouched through a tight, almost 27-meter or 90-foot stretch. They were already running low on air, plus the oppressive atmosphere of the cave only added to their desperation, leaving them gasping for breath. So with their oxygen-starved brains, the ability to make a decision went right out the window. Everyone wanted to be the first to get out, but Jennifer, having already been there once again, got the first chance. The others were supposed to wait a minute or two.
I wonder if she got stuck there, if she died and got stuck.
For her to clear the path, but in their panicked state, waiting was the last thing on their minds. 18-year-old Ariel, out of breath and panicking, plunged into the water just a few moments after Jennifer, hoping her friend had already surfaced. What she didn't realize was that something terrible had already unfolded.
Yep.
As soon as Jennifer hit the freezing water, she desperately thrashed her limbs, trying to push through the freezing tunnel with lungs already screaming for air. Her frantic movements stirred up the debris on the cave floor, turning up the already murky water into a clouded mess. With her breath running out and disorientation settling in, she lost her grip on the guide rope and passed out just before reaching the exit hole, therefore clogging the pathway. When Ariel followed, her plunge into the water triggered a similar set of events. Then, just as she was struggling to find her way through, she collided with Jennifer's unconscious body, completely blocking her way out. Despite trying to push through, the narrow, water-filled cave trapped her too, and it didn't take long before she passed out as well. A normal person might have held out a little longer in the choked tunnel, or even attempted to swim back, but with their lungs empty and the water so murky, there was no chance to reverse course.
That is rough, dude.
The entire tragedy
God.
unfolded in minutes, too quickly for either of them to react. Meanwhile, the two men left in the cave had no clue what happened to their friends just a few meters away. Assuming the girls had already made it out, John decided to dive into the water, but the 4.5 meter or 15-foot tunnel was now restricted by two lifeless bodies in front of him. With no room to move forward and limited oxygen, John blacked out as well, followed by the last member of the group, Scott McDonald, who suffered the same fate. About 45 minutes after they had all
That's
entered
gotta
the
be
cave,
so fucking terrifying, man. Like, imagine being the last guy trying to swim out and just seeing all your friends dead.
Ferguson, waiting outside, started to feel...
Joseph, you know what? Like, I mean, this is just, you know, Darwinism. Like, bro, you're the smart one. You're the smart one in this.
Uneasy. He crouched down and entered the cave to see if the group was still around. He made his way to the same waterhole they were supposed to emerge from, but there were no signs of movement or flashlights. Growing concerned, he decided to call out for help. If Ferguson had tried to dive in and reach his friends, he might have faced the same tragic outcome, but luckily, once again, he made the right call. When rescue teams arrived, more than 2 hours had passed since the group had gone in. Thinking they might be trapped in the Gollum cave, the rescue crew began by pumping oxygen into the cave, hoping to help any survivors breathe. When there was no response, they started pumping water out to safely enter the tunnel, a process that took another 4 hours. Once the water level was lowered, the rescue workers entered the cave, fully equipped with safety gear. Tragically,
yeah, I was worried for a second Joseph was gonna, like, go in and try to save him or something and die as well.
For the drowned bodies of all 4 members, one after another, all facing the same direction. This confirmed that they had died while trying to escape, with their bodies ultimately blocking the tunnel. Later that afternoon, rescue workers sealed the entrance to the cave using rocks and concrete, closing it off permanently. A memorial plaque was placed at the site, engraved with the name.
Bro, couldn't find a better picture of Scott? This looks like he's like a criminal. Everybody else has a decent picture. This guy looks like Dream. They did Scott dirty there. What the fuck?
Names of the Lost Explorers. Perhaps an enduring tribute to those who paid the ultimate price for their passion.
That's so sad though. Like
June 2nd.
That dude. Like I just don't get it, bro. Like Jennifer literally had hypothermia from her first cave experience and decides to go into literally the perfect combination of things to cause hypothermia again. Like I don't even know what to say about that. Like it's hard to even feel bad for them because it's like so obvious what was going to happen.
2nd, 1997, 3 p.m. on the dot.
It is sad though.
A female lifeguard at Waterworld USA Concord is in full-blown panic mode. Perched high at her station, she blares her whistle violently and yells at the top of her lungs, sending out warnings that are absolutely urgent. Down below her station, several onlookers are gathered with their eyes on a particular attraction called the Bonsai Pipeline Slide, a twisting,
Wait, I've heard Bonsai Pipeline before.
Adrenaline-pumping behemoth of a ride. Over 30 students are packed at the top of it, impatient and rowdy, pushing the limits of the ride's safety rules. One after another, they're hurling themselves down the slick slide, ignoring the critical safety gaps between riders. The lifeguard's shouting gets more desperate as she waves her arms frantically, trying to stop the reckless stampede.
Okay, this is you're showing a clip from the Kansas City ride that decapitated a child. Different water slide, different tragedy.
But moments later, not only would her efforts go up in smoke, but the once lively atmosphere would take a nosedive into a dark, disturbing pit, turning into a blood-soaked calamity. 18-year-old Quimby Gelotti was a very bright student. Throughout her 4 years at Napa High School in California, she was on the honor roll.
Yeah, the Schlitterbahn tragedy. Which one is it? Schlitterbahn is the Verrucht? I've seen both names. Thank you, Cowboy Man, for the tier 1. Dude, whenever I was younger and when did that tragedy happen? I forget when that tragedy happened. But my family lives in Kansas City. And I remember I was visiting after the tragedy happened. And I remember driving by like the Schlitterbahn And I don't know, it's just so ominous. Like, just seeing the slide, like, it was literally like a day or two after it happened. And just seeing the slide after, like, a kid was literally decapitated there. Fucking terrifying.
Maintaining a 3.5 GPA. Besides her academic achievements, she was super involved, working as a student assistant, counselor, and peer mediator. She had her sights set on California State University at Sacramento, where she planned to study psychology in the fall of 1997. But before all of that, as her final year was wrapping up, Quimby and her classmates were hyped up for their senior trip to Waterworld USA Concord, one of the area's most popular parks known for its wild rides. In the days leading up to it, they couldn't stop planning. Every little detail of the trip was mapped out, wanting it to be an unforgettable experience. At their school, it was almost a tradition for the senior class to go on one last trip before graduation. And of course, the stories from these trips always made their way down to the juniors, keeping the tradition alive year after year. Quimby and her classmates had been through the same thing. All throughout their senior year, they'd been hearing this so-called record legend about the previous graduating class. Apparently, the whole class had climbed up a specific slide in the park at the same time, got it completely clogged on the way down, and then slid into the pool together holding hands. As reckless as it was, to a bunch of high schoolers, it sounded like pure thrill. And during the
God, high schoolers are so fucking stupid, man.
planning phase, some of them saw it as a challenge.
Dude, high schoolers do that. And y'all were arguing earlier that an 11-year-old prank calling the cops was like a big deal. You know,
challenge to beat that record when they got to the park. The idea spread like wildfire, and before long, the whole class was in on the plan to pull off the risky stunt. As the days tickled by, excitement kept building, and then June 2nd, 1997 finally arrived. The students showed up at Waterworld early that morning, buzzing with anticipation as they piled out of the buses. Every sight of towering slides and sparkling pools had them ready to go. After a quick orientation, they scattered in every direction, fired up and ready to take on the park. By mid-morning, they had already zipped down the most popular slides, raced against each other in the wave pool, and floated down the lazy river to catch their breath. Some grouped up, daring each other to tackle the scariest rides, while others chilled, splashing around in the shallows. As the hours passed, the energy only ramped up. They had checked off almost every ride on their list, pushing each other to go higher, faster,
those are
and wilder.
insanely insane slides.
It was already a carefree, adventurous day so far.
Did I miss something? Why is everyone saying tickled? Did I miss them say tickled? I was reading chat. Everyone's locked in on the whole tickled thing.
And now it was the time to take it to the next level. At around 3 p.m., excitement was buzzing through the group as they gathered around the bonsai pipeline slide.
The ticklers behind me?
This monster of a slide stood more than 12 meters or 40 feet tall, towering over the entire park.
Oh, he said tickled
Its
by.
long,
Okay.
twisting path was filled with heart-pounding turns, offering both a view and a thrill that was unmatched. From the top, you could see the entire water park spread out below, with the vantage point almost as dizzying as the drop itself. More than 30 students made their way to the top of the slide, climbing the stairs, eager to take the plunge. One by one, they started shooting down the slide, but soon enough, things picked up pace. Normally on a slide that high, you're supposed to wait a few minutes between riders to keep things safe. And even though they were told the rules, they completely blew them off, since they had the plan to clog the slide midway, eventually going down together. What they didn't know was that they'd definitely be going down, but not exactly how they imagined. The group kept rushing down the slide one after another, not bothering to wait, and in no time, at least 33.
What is this picture? Is this real? Chat, is this real? What is this picture? The red arrow too? Do you see the child?
3 of them were piled up on it, completely clogging the slide. In the chaos, Quimby was there too, just as pumped and excited, totally oblivious to the trouble they had created. Meanwhile, the lifeguard on duty was freaking out. At first, she tried to stop the hyped up teens by shouting warnings and even physically blocking their way, but with just her against the wild crowd, she was pretty much powerless.
Oh,
Plus,
no.
everything happened so fast that all she could end up doing was keep blowing the whistle and yelling, hoping to grab the attention.
Dude, I feel that so hard. Oh my God. When I was a lifeguard, Holy fuck, dude. Kids are assholes. Like, teenagers and children are fucking assholes. They do not give a fuck what you have to say. Oh my God. Like, I was a lifeguard for 2 years. And holy fuck. Like, just telling kids to walk and don't run. Dude, if I blow my whistle and say, hey, can I get you to walk and not run? The rest of the time, they will do everything in their power to, like, cannonball and splash me or throw water at me and shit. The amount of times I had to, like, take a child and have them, like, do a timeout. And I've had to kick out people. Because they're, like, children are fucking ruthless, man. Oh, my God.
Attention of other staff members, or perhaps give the kids one final warning, but nothing worked in the moment. By the time
Dude, last year a kid stood up while going down a slide. He busted his head open, a steel beam above him. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
last student came sliding down.
I had to clean up poop out of a pool. A little kid shit himself in the fucking pool. I had to be the one to go in and clean it, chat. Yeah, being a lifeguard ain't all that cracked up to be, I'll be honest. I've only saved like a few people's lives. I saved a few drowning kids, a drowning old lady. The majority of the time is yelling at kids to stop running and cleaning up poop.
The slide was so jam-packed that he ended up stuck just a meter down, close enough that he could almost reach back to the platform with his arm. About 30 minutes in, finally happened what was pretty much obvious. The slide was way overloaded, carrying 4 times its usual limit. While the fiberglass structure could hold more than usual, it was no match for this overwhelming weight.
Thank you, Jazz.
In front of several stunned onlookers who had gathered to witness the commotion, the bonsai pipeline slide began to bend unnervingly in the middle. The students stuck in that part of the slide suddenly realized the impending danger, and that's when sheer panic took over. Screams filled the air as those in the middle of the tube tried desperately to scramble back towards the platform, but they were trapped. Students were above and below, leaving no room to escape. It took a few seconds for the entire group to realize that the ride was collapsing, but before anyone could act, it was already too late. The slide's surface cracked at 11 meters, or 37 feet in the air, sending the students tumbling down to the unforgiving.
Yo, is that real footage or what? Is that real? That's not real, right? I assume this is a remake of it. It's the most replayed part. Chat, is this real?
It was already too late. The slide's surface cracked at 11 meters, or 37 feet in the air, sending the students tumbling down to the unforgiving concrete floor. Even the ones who were still at the top, just a few steps away from the platform, couldn't climb back. One after another, they kept falling down, their bodies crashing with a series of sickening, loud thuds.
Jesus Christ.
Some were knocked out cold, others were screaming in pain and terror, and a few just lay, crumbled, and motionless. To make things worse, some of them landed on top of each other, adding to the tragedy. The pool water turned red with blood, mixing with the splashes and the foam. Everyone around the area gasped in horror and rushed to help the injured kids. The lifeguard's panic turned to frantic action as she, alongside the others from the staff, raced to the scene, calling for emergency assistance while trying to make sense of the situation. Shortly
Jesus
after,
Christ.
one of the lifeguards, Franks, found Quimby all covered in blood and mud. Out of all 33 students, she was the worst off. Her chest was crushed, and she'd slammed her head pretty hard against the wooden support poles of the slide during the fall. Though she was conscious at first, despite Franks doing everything he could to keep her awake, she passed out on the way to the hospital and died about 45 minutes after the accident.
Dude, imagine being like the lifeguard. Like, yeah, I know, like, she did everything she could, but at the same time, like, that would eat me alive. You know, like being the lifeguard that tried to save them and tried to tell them to stop, but they just didn't.
The rest of the students were taken to 9 different hospitals where they spent weeks being treated for their severe injuries. Right after the incident, the park was shut down and an investigation kicked off.
Yeah, that is crazy that only one person died, though.
So the teenagers involved, including Quimby's family, hit the park with a lawsuit, claiming the slide was poorly constructed.
Come on. You're really going to hit them with a There were fucking 6 children crammed together, and the lifeguard warned them 1 billion times, and you have the audacity to try to do a lawsuit against them?
And that the park's security failed to stop the disaster.
Then what do you want them to do? It's just a lifeguard, man. And apparently they pushed the lifeguard out of the way.
They also accused Napa High School of ignoring the students' plans after overhearing their discussions. But a few days later,
yeah, blame everyone but the children, but then themselves.
The final report of the investigation came out, clearing the park of any wrongdoing.
I mean, like, your children literally pushed past a lifeguard warning them that they're gonna fucking die. I mean, whatever. I guess they're teenagers and they're like, oh, it's tradition or whatever. I don't know. And then they all followed each other because of peer pressure. But I mean, in this situation, you can't blame security. You can't blame the fucking slide. Like teenagers being teenagers, man. Teenagers doing stupid things.
The slide met all the safety standards, and several students testified that the lifeguard at the slide station had repeatedly warned them not to try the stunt, but they were too pumped up to listen. Still, the park's parent company ended up shelling out about $4 million in compensation.
Damn! Damn! $4 million?
With $1.7 million going to Quimby's family. Her memorial service took place at the school a week later, where 800 students gathered to bid her a final farewell. Some of them were her classmates, still wearing bandages and splints, where they may have been wondering what could have been if they just chose to enjoy themselves instead of chasing after those so-called records.
That's so sad. Teenagers, man. Fucking crazy. That lifeguard must feel awful. Oh, yeah, I can't even begin to imagine how guilty I'd feel. I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing she really could have done more, but still, like, oof. Those kids got to feel guilty too. Oh yeah, like, because you know that, like, there's probably some of them that are like, I don't know if I want to do this. And like, come on, let's fucking do this. You know what I mean? Maybe she was one of them, you know? The survivor's guilt would have killed me. Yeah. Hey man, I'm a Doom fan. I love the Cacodemon plushie you have in the background. Yeah, I'm a Doom fan too. Beat Doom Eternal on Ultra Nightmare. Not trying to brag or anything, but you know. But I have to be done today, guys. I'm probably gonna do a longer stream tomorrow. Amy's not feeling well, so I need to make sure Ezra's got some food before bed. And I gotta make sure she's doing all right. 5 big dooms? No, 5 big booms. Boo! 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 Sorry for your brother that passed away. All right. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to follow on Twitch and all that shit. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye.